And it resumes. Rockies 3 runs on 6 hits. Giants 2 runs on 2 hits. And of course, the Giants have to have their daily error. Error number 102 on the year for this circus. There goes Conforto. J.D. Davis, I'm sorry, you're actually a decent player. Jock Peterson, the fat lard, strikes out against a guy who falls to his knees. The circus is assembled, everybody. Officially out of the playoff picture now. Once again, where they belong. Out of the playoffs. With this roster that does not have a player who in MLB The Show would be above an 82 overall, besides their pitchers. Joke. The Colorado Rockies are going to win the World Series this year. This is how the Giants played. What a pitching staff those Rockies have. That Chase Anderson guy, he must be a Cy Young candidate. Because he was really good. Let's look at Chase Anderson's stats this year, everybody. Let's look at Chase Anderson's stats. He threw a no-hitter through 7. He must be in the Cy Young talks. Let's see. Chase Anderson, he has thrown 68 innings this year. Given up 80 hits. 49 runs, 24 walks, 50 strikeouts. Okay. He is 0-5 with a 6.49 ERA, 17 home runs, a 297 opponent batting average. The Giants made him look like Prime DeGrom. No hit through 8 innings. Against the Colorado Rockies, Chase Anderson, ERA in the high 6s. The Colorado Rockies have the worst bullpen in all of baseball. And they're playing at COORS Field. COORS Field! The biggest hitter's park in the sport. They get 2 hits. No hits through 8 innings. Logan Webb, for your own good, Logan, march into Kapler's office or whoever's office, demand a trade. Just demand a trade. Because it is ridiculous how poorly this guy is treated here. No run support ever. Matt Cain treatment, but worse. It's a circus. Everyone in this organization is a clown. Farhan, get the hell out of here. Kapler, go review cheeseburgers. Larry Baird, go donate $5 million to Donald Trump. It's just ridiculous. Blow it up. Or at least if you don't want to blow it up, get some quality players who would be everyday players on the Dodgers or Braves. Not J.D. Davis's, Mitch Hanigers, Jock Peterson's, who's like 400 pounds. Get all-stars. Not these bums. Not these bum-ass guys who have never played every single game, who have not been everyday players their entire career. Not those guys. That's not how you win. Which is, I think, what this team organization wants to do. I think. I don't know. I think this team is perfectly content with where they are. I think they're fine with being 500. I think they're fine with just sneaking into the wild card, making that third Mickey Mouse spot. You know why? They're still making money. They're still making money. And Giants fans, this is where you guys can come in. They're still making money because butts are still in the seats. There's butts still attending games. And they're making money. That's all they care about. That's all they care about. So if you really want change, if you want to really stick it to the owner's face, stop showing up to games. Don't give him that money from ticket sales. Don't pay $50 in parking. Don't pay $15 for a beer. Just don't show up. Because that's how ownership will finally figure out that this type of baseball will not ever, ever succeed. I don't care. This team is 500, above 500. They're covering around the playoffs with this roster. Capper's doing a good job. I don't care. I don't care about making the wild card. I care about winning the World Series. Please tell me, other Giants fans, tell me if I'm wrong. Do you guys want World Series wins? Or do you guys want wild card appearances? What do you guys want? Because my answer is I want World Series wins. I don't care if this team sneaks into the playoffs and gets swept in the wild card round. I don't care about that. The only thing I care about is seeing this team get rings. And that's what every fan of a professional sports team as rich as the San Francisco Giants should not just want, but expect. Expect. This team has, the 5th highest payroll in all of baseball? And their roster consists of Mitch Haniger, Michael Confortos, Jock Peterson, your best player. No offense to Wilmer Flores, I love the guy. But your best player is Wilmer Flores. With all that money, that's the best you can do? Wilmer Flores? Joke. Exactly. I want World Series wins. That's what you should want. Everyone go for Ohtani. The issue with Ohtani is I would love Ohtani. The Giants aren't going to get Ohtani. I know that. I'm not getting any hopes up for Ohtani. But with this team, you need more than Ohtani. I honestly think you need more than Ohtani to win the World Series. Ohtani pitches and hits. He's an MVP candidate every single year. But you need more than him. He can't field. It's obvious this team has an issue defensively because they have 102 errors. 102 errors. Let's see how much they're in first place in terms of errors. Let's see how much by. They have 102 errors this year, the Giants. The team behind them, the Boston Red Sox, have 97. They are 5 ahead of the second team who has the most amount of errors in all of baseball. They're 5 ahead of them. 5. That's how bad this defense is. That's how bad everything is. As a team, what are they batting as a team? 230? Let's see what this team is batting. It's definitely more than 240. Your highest batting average is Thairo Estrada at 272. Your most amount of home runs hit this year is Wilmer Flores at 22. As a team, you have 48 stolen bases, which is less than Ronald Acuna. Yeah, just Ronald Acuna. 12 less than just him. That's how much stolen bases you have as a team. Your best pitcher, Logan Webb, is a Cy Young candidate, and he's 10-12. He's 10-12. You heard that. Your ace, a guy who's getting Cy Young votes this year, is 10-12. Because the team can't score for him. Not even that. They can't get a single hit for him. Brandon Crawford, I love the guy. It's time to hang it up, Carl. Today I'm not blaming Crawford for today. He had a great game. But he has 12 errors this year. Last year he had 19. Or 16 last year. He has 12 this year. And he hasn't even played the full season. Sorry, Carl. It's just time to hang it up. Giants as a team are 21st in baseball with a batting average of 241. 241. That's the 21st most in baseball. Like I said, this team was the 5th highest payroll in all baseball. And as a team, you're batting 241 with your guy who has most home runs with 22, who's Warmer Flores, who's having a career year. He's not going to do it next year. Don't fall for the 2021 trick again. Sorry, they don't have 48 stolen bases. They have 51 stolen bases. Last in baseball. And still less than Ronald Acuna as a single player. There's nothing to watch in this team. There's no point in watching it. They don't score. They can't field. The only thing they can do is pitch. That's the only thing they can do. And another thing, it's not like this has been going on for just this month. This has been going on since July, and this is where I'm getting into Farhan. This has been going in since July. Since mid-July, ever since you got swept by the damn Nationals. It's the trade deadline. You're on a 6-game losing streak. You want to buy, you want to sell. I don't care what you do. I don't care if you want to buy or sell. I was fine with either. The worst possible thing you could have done is nothing. Well, according to Farhan, the Giants buy at the deadline. They get a guy who bats 192. I think it's actually low. I think it was in the 170s, actually. All they do at the deadline, with a team who's on a 6-game skid, want to compete for the playoffs, all this lazy son of a gun does is get A.J. Pollock, who's batting 173. Oh, I can't forget Austin Buck Mathias. I can't forget about that guy. First of all, A.J. Pollock was DFA'd in August. So that guy, your big trade deadline move, was DFA'd a month later. Mark Mathias is in AAA on the 60-day IL. He is another type of Donovan Walton, Brett Wisely type of clown. How do you look at this general manager, Farhan Zaidi? 5th highest payer in baseball. Does absolutely nothing. Always folds. This offseason with Judge, with Correa. Always folds, always chokes last minute. How do you look at him as the ownership? They even said this themselves. How do you look at him? I'm not worried about Capper. This isn't on Capper. But I'm talking about Farhan. How do you look at him and say, we got to keep this guy around? We got to keep this guy around. How? Like, what are you seeing? Do you have a brain? Do you know what baseball is? Because I'm starting to think this ownership doesn't even know what baseball is. All they care about is their profits. They don't care. Duvall gets the loss. There's nothing really else to say. And there's still people on social media. There's still Giants fans on social media. Well, at least people call themselves Giants fans to say, oh, this team is in perfect condition. Extend Farhan. Capper is one of the best managers ever. He has his team in a great place. Farhan is a great general manager. He goes dumpster diving, picks up all these pieces for free. Dumpster diving isn't consistent. It's not consistent. Sure, you maybe find one every, 10 attempts. But usually it doesn't work. It's not a consistent thing. And that's all this lazy GM computer geek Farhan does. He just goes dumpster diving. He's like Patrick Starr. I'm going to end this one more time.